All right, Ethan, first start. How would you grade your performance today?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. The team played really well. Defense, I mean, they gave us a lot of energy. I mean, we've been going against them all camp. We knew the type of defense we had, and then the offense put it together in the second half. I think that's the biggest thing is a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces. My first start, a lot of the wideouts first start, new O-line. I think that was the biggest thing was getting through that first half, kind of working out some of the errors that we had, and then just coming out in the second half ready to go and ready to push the ball down the field.
Coach talked about some of the protections with the O-line not protecting the way that we needed. That you guys needed them to. Did you have a good handle of the protections and what to check into and those types, or was it just guys kind of missing on some things, just trying to get into sync there as the game went on?
Yeah, I think we just had to get in sync as the game went on. We had everything from what we watched in film. Everything was basically the same as what we saw in game. So it was just going out there and executing it. I think they did a great job for what we had, and then just going out there, they were working their tail off to protect me, and then the running backs were doing a great job in protection as well. I think just first game out there going against guys where the quarterback can actually get hit and stuff like that from not being in practice. So I think you just got to go through that, and I think we'll get it right next week. But I think for this week they did a great job.
Was there a throw or a play where it kind of clicked? I know you had some balls to Reese Smith where he made some catch. Was there one play in particular where it started to click or feel more comfortable for you out there?
After the first drive, I mean, the first drive, some jitters going out there, great fan base out there. I mean, it was awesome running out to that, and then just getting through that first drive, kind of getting settled into the game. I mean, it was a great first drive, 18 plays, drove all the way down there, had a pass interference, kind of put us back, but I mean, I felt comfortable. I think a lot of the guys did, and then we did great on third down. So I think some of those third down calls, being comfortable in those situations, we did a really good job on.
Reese Smith seemed to be somebody you felt comfortable finding, when things were breaking down. Can you just talk to us about the connection you built with him? You've been with him probably, 8-10 months here at this point, 8 to 9 months. So speak to what he provides for you at wide receiver position.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he always gets open. I mean, he knows how to feel the defense, how to find the open spot, and then just make the catch whenever you give him an opportunity to. So I definitely feel comfortable throwing to him. I feel comfortable with all the guys, and he just does a great job finding the open spot, and especially on a lot of those third down calls, just being able to find his spot to get open.
Screen pass to Evan Dickens, he was able to get into the end zone, put you guys ahead. Take us back to that play. What did you see there, and how did he help get in the end zone?
Yeah, they went man coverage, and then we just had that little screen going out to Evan, and he just made a great play. I mean, get the ball in his hands. He's a super fast player, so outran the secondary, outran a good angle, and just made a huge play, and it's awesome being able to see him out there. We've seen it in practice, seen it during summer workouts, everything. I mean, him just running, he's a very fast guy, so it's awesome seeing him out there outrun guys.
Staying on a scoring topic, for you personally, you got a 13-yard rush into the end zone. What did that feel like, getting your very first touchdown for your new team?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the great blocking there. I mean, it was wide open. So I mean, it just parted wide open. So it was a great play call, and it was just greatly executed by the O-line and wideouts. So it was awesome. It was a great feeling for sure.
Back to your touchdown pass to Evan Dickens. Did it loosen up the offense at all? It seemed like things flowed a little bit more freely after that.
I think we felt free. I think it was just a lot of little things that we had going on that kind of stunted our drives. I mean, we had a lot of big plays, a lot of good third down conversions. We were driving the ball. I felt pretty well. Other than I think we had 2 3 and outs, but other than that, I mean, I felt like we were driving the ball well. We were just putting ourselves in bad situations. So I think it was a relief for sure just to see something, especially on third and short, just go our way. But I mean, definitely it was a great feeling to see that go.
You talked to us the other day. You talked about 4 years of being recruited by this Chadwell staff and Coach Korn. First game playing in that offense. What are some of your takeaways? What are the areas you feel like you want to get better, kind of in this offense and in the scheme that he presents? I'm sure he's been eyeing you to play in for some time.
Yeah, I think the more time in the offense, you'll just get more comfortable, and I think that's especially with live reps, running the option, which I did a decent amount in my 2 previous schools, but just getting more used to that in this offense and being able to make plays. And I think the more you're in it, the more you'll get used to it, especially first live situation in it, and just being able to handle it and run the offense in those ways. I think that'll come with time, but I think that's the biggest thing is just it will keep getting better and better each week. So I think that's a big thing.
Did you feel in control of everything throughout the day? I mean, we talk about the duress, the pass rush, things like that, but just in the huddle, feel like guys were responding to you and you to them?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they responded to everything. I mean, we were definitely feeding off our defense's energy, and then when we were going on the field, I mean, I felt in command, and I felt like the offense was. We really had a lot of good drives. I mean, coming out today, I mean, it's just we just have to execute the little things. I mean, there's so many little things that if we just made a play, if I made a better throw, if something happened, I mean, we could have had a lot of huge plays. So I think just narrowing in on that this week, and then just being able to execute next week in the coming weeks.
The offense had just 7 points going into the fourth quarter, but the score was tied. How much confidence do you guys have in the defense to keep you guys in it as you're kind of figuring things out?
Oh yeah, I have. We all have a lot of confidence in our defense. I mean, CJ was just in here, and we can trust them. I mean, seeing them all fall camp, all spring of this year. I mean, we have a lot of guys who can fly around and make plays. Mo with an interception, and CJ with some big sacks, and we had some great plays. So we know that sending them out on the field. I mean, obviously we want to help them out and get some touchdowns on the board, so they don't have to worry about it and help them out a little bit. But they did a great job, and I have a lot of faith in them.
I guess if you could take us through that touchdown catch there, catch and run. I mean, this is your first game here at Liberty, so I'm sure building up for this for the last 8 months, and finally being able to play and then score it in your first game. Take us through that play exactly.
Yeah, so it was actually my first collegiate touchdown in my career, so that was very exciting. But going on the route and then catching the football, I looked and it was just open grass, so I knew, I tried to turn on the jets and run as fast as I could. That's exactly what I did. I saw, the defender coming to my left. He's also running full speed, so I knew it was going to be me, him, the goal line. So in that situation, I really just, had to run full speed and put my shoulder down and find a way to get in the end zone.
It's obviously a pretty crowded running back room. I mean, you got you, Juju, Caden, and others. Thinking about, how do you separate yourself in this room? Is it plays like that, being available in the passing game and also in the run game? What is it about your game that makes you, be somebody that could break out of that running back?
Yeah, so my whole mindset, when it comes to, we have a really talented room, so obviously the reps are going to be split. But my whole mentality when it comes to that is just, every time I'm in the game, just maximizing my opportunity. Every rep I get, no matter how many it is or how little it is, I'm taking advantage of all those opportunities just to make sure I'm doing my job and helping the team win.
How did you guys figure out how to break the tie with Maine and take the lead by a couple of touchdowns?
We just we kind of had to fall back to our training. We knew it was going to be a hard game. We knew, Maine's a really talented opponent. And, at the end of the day, we kind of just had to execute. We weren't necessarily executing to the best, so we had to just go out there and execute. And we knew, once we did our job, the game would be in our hands.
Played in the ACC, obviously, but first game here at Williams Stadium. What was your thoughts just on the game day and the atmosphere and environment, all that?
Oh, I loved it. When we were on the entering the gate, I got butterflies a little bit just hearing the crowd roar. Running out and seeing the student section just go crazy. It definitely give you a little bit of butterflies. But it was really exciting. It was a great environment. I loved it. From start to finish. So really, really loved it.
Ethan Vasko, first start here. You've been working with him, throughout the off season. What did you think about his performance today?
Yeah, I thought Ethan did really well. Me and him have a really good relationship off the field. We golf, in the summer, so we have a really good relationship. Very excited to see what he's going to do in the season. This performance was just the beginning.
From your perspective on the offensive side, what did you feel the team did great today, and what did you feel the team needs to work on for the next game against Jacksonville State?
I thought we did a really good job of, just staying true to who we were, even when things were, not going in our favor. I thought we did a really good job of just, like our motto, strike the stone. I thought we did a really good job. Just, even when things didn't go our way, we still went back to it. We still kind of found a way to make it work. Obviously there are things to clean up, and we will clean that up in the following weeks. But, we just got to clean it up in practice and look forward to the next opponent.
Liberty's had one of the top rushing offenses each of the last 2 seasons. What do you guys need to do to maybe, kind of take that next step and to do that once again this year?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Liberty's had one of the top rushing offenses the last couple of seasons. What do you think you guys need to do to, maybe take a next step as you move forward into week 2 and the rest of the season to get back to that level?
Yeah, I think we just got to, like I said, just fall back to, our basics, fall back to our fundamentals, just doing it, reaching who we need to reach, getting everybody where they need to be, and just doing our job, honestly. And then I think once we do that and execute, we'll be right where we have.
CJ, the play there towards the end of the first half, you get the forced fumble, and then you come away with the ball as well. How amped up was the defense to go out there and try to make a play for the offense, knowing that they were doing their best to put points on the board, but they needed a little pick-me-up, it looked like.
It's all about teamwork. I mean, those are plays that we look for. We love when the game is on us and we need to do something for our defense, for our offense to pull through. And I was just in the best position to make the play, and we were very amped up as a defense to give us a lot of confidence to continue to go out there and just be us and get those 3 and outs to help our offense put points on the board.
Outside of the one busted play, I think Coach said it was a misfit on the run with the touchdown. After that, you guys smothered them pretty good.
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
sacks, a lot of the turnovers. I mean, how would you assess the way the defense performed?
We played pretty good. I mean, still things to clean up on, the little things, of course. We don't want to dust anything under the rug because those turn into big things. So we're going to clean it up, man. I feel like we played good. We could play way better, but we played good.
Was it challenging at all when it took the offense a while to get going? And was there a little bit of extra oomph when touchdowns started to go, particularly Evan Dickens one in the fourth quarter that
Yes,
gave
sir.
you guys the lead?
I wouldn't say it was hard. I mean, that's what practice is for. We train in these situations. We have plenty of reps of these situations. We need this touchdown. We need this field goal. We've trained for this the whole fall camp, the whole summer. So this was just basically another day in the office for real, and we just had to execute our job.
Defense got 2 turnovers today. How important were those to, that's something you guys talk about, wanting to create a lot of turnovers, but how important was that today to help you guys get over the hump?
It helped our offense score, man, so that was very, very good on our end, man, and like I say, it's a team thing, and we were able to pull through. It'll probably be a game where they need to pull through for us, and this game we pulled through for them.
You guys are working on a lot of new faces on that defensive line, kind of right there beside you tonight. How do you feel about some of the new guys and how they played in their first game under the lights?
I feel like everybody did a great job for this to be the first game. You got first game jitters, but man, we've repped a lot this summer. We've repped, and it's been an amazing summer. I'm glad we was able to showcase that to you guys for the first game.
Going on to one of the sacks you had towards second quarter when you sacked Carter Peavy. What is, just you personally, what does that do for you? What kind of mental boost does that give you going into the rest of the game?
That boosts you a lot. It does. Like, you're not even nervous no more. I get butterfly. I don't say I'm ever nervous or anxious, but I get butterfly. I don't know. Like, I get jitters. But man, just being able to make that play, oh my God, I was ready to go. Yeah, I wasn't even nervous anymore. It was great.
After going through camp and then finally seeing somebody else, how much fun was that? And then watching your teammates make plays. I saw you meeting Britton Williams coming off the field after he got a sack, I think, on one play. Just talk to me about that.
We've been saying the whole week, man, we're tired of playing against these guys. We're tired of going against the offense. They've seen everything we could do. So it was actually fun coming out here today and being able to play against somebody else, being able to showcase our skills, man. And me and Brent always talked about it. We talked about what we were going to do today, and we did it. So that's good.